you earn points sometimes 2, maybe 3 times of when you think you've already earned it. I thought it was a character match, after losing a tough one this morning, and I am really proud of the effort today to come out and beat a really, really tough team. And I think this win's going to pay dividends long term, not only RPI resume building wise, but psychologically for the team, that they know that, something happens, they get beat down a little bit, they can come back and be a great team again.
Lydia and Sam, I guess, that no one's going to hit at a high clip in a Creighton match, so obviously the rallies are going to be long. There's going to be a lot of digs, a lot of things like that. I guess, how did you get yourself in the right frame of mind to know that it's not going to be easy tonight?
First of all, whoever set up the schedule to put UNI last has got to work on that.
That was me.
Very scouting team. I know it's hard work, but they're always fun to play. I mean, you put 2 great defensive teams in on the court at the same time. No one's really going to hit at a high clip, but I think it's just who can sustain the longest. And we've been working so hard on endurance and on just keep going all summer, all spring, and so I think we were really ready for this match more than anything.
I think that before the game, Coach was talking about getting us in the mindset of being ready for those long rallies and staying mentally locked in through an entire rally and making sure that you do your job, but not trying to do too much and the ball fall where it's supposed to. And I think that that's what we were excited about, was to get rallies going and share that with our fans, because that's what makes volleyball so fun, are those crazy plays that gets not just us locked in, but the fans as well. So we're always excited to play UNI because it's going to be a dogfight. So.
Kirsten, how good were these 2, particularly from the service line tonight, and how big of a factor was that, and maybe what provided the edge in the match against you to beat the match team?
Well, serving was a big factor, and we've been working on trying to serve aggressively, and I think these 2 both went back there and really went after it. Lydia had a couple really big serving runs, I thought, at some critical times. But, it's not only just aces. I mean, Lyd leads us in aces, but the idea is to get them out of system. And I think that's where Sam came in. She wasn't getting so many aces, but they were passing ones off of her, which allowed us to neutralize quite a bit. But I thought Jaylee had some runs. I thought Naomi served really well tonight. So we're really challenging the team to be more aggressive. The interesting stat was 2 errors, and I think it's always amazing to me that sometimes you can miss a ton of serves and not serve aggressively, and then have a night that you really go after it and have a really low ratio. So I haven't figured that out, but a great serving night, and I think probably, not probably, it won the match for us.
Probably a little bit of a bounce back, because USC, not typically known as a great serving team, and you guys had
Yeah, they beat us in the serve and pass game, and one of the keys that we had to do against USC was win the serve and pass game. And when because they're, again, really physical, so if they're in system, you're in trouble, and we saw that a lot this morning.
USC 6-2 offense, and there were some big gaps there on defense.
It wasn't the 6-2, it's the tempo. They run the fastest tempo in the country, and so when they're hitting and they were connecting, they are really, really tough. The issue's been they've been inconsistent with their connection. But I think they were in system so much, they got their rhythm and had a lot of success. I thought USC played a great match against us today.
I guess I just checked this during the match that you were doing so well. Last year, at this point through 6 matches, you had 23 aces, 65 errors. Right now, after 6, you have 29 aces, 27 errors. I know you said it's not as simple as that, but that's a pretty dramatic improvement. What do you attribute to the efficiency back there while you're also maintaining an aggressive mindset?
I think a lot of serving is mental, and I think if you make errors, it can get in your head. And the coaches are always saying aggressive, but if you're a little, off because you've been missing, it's like aggressive but not controlled. And I think we've gained so much confidence in our serves. We've been practicing them like crazy, and in practice they've been going well, so you just, over time, you develop that confidence in yourself and in your teammates to just rip it, and I think we've been doing that really well.
I remember thinking back to my first year here, and I didn't really pay attention to serving as much as I think when Ryan Meek came in. He was like, I was watching tape on you guys last year, and you guys are wimps. Like, your serving game was not where it needed to be. He came in and was just, pound the ball, hit it harder, hit it harder, hit it harder. And finally, we've been doing that for 2 years, and they're starting to fall. And I think also we realized the importance of how far we are looking forward to getting into a tournament. And in NCAA's last year, we saw the best serving teams in the nation, and we needed to be one of those if we wanted to get as far as we did. So I think just everyone also being locked into serving, knowing how important that is to pull runs out behind the line, just changes our game.
Anything else?
I guess Kirsten, from, a resume standpoint this weekend, you're probably already looking ahead next, but I mean, if you just sum up the first 6 right here, two tournament wins, some resume builders, obviously, how good do you feel about what you've done so far this season?
Well, if you said to me at the beginning of the year, would you take 5-1, I would take it in a heartbeat. I mean, I think any of us would. But we saw some deficiencies this weekend, and so we got to go back and get better. I thought defensively we need to be a little bit better. Our offense, it sometimes would click, and then sometimes it didn't. So I think, and I don't think this team's not going to get complacent. They get it. But again, you focus on what you're doing well, but we keep saying it's a marathon, and what are we in? We're 5 miles in now?
5 miles.
So, we got a long, long road in front of us still.
Felt like a marathon.